Headline news most affecting Chilliwack this week. Provincial proof of vaccinations to be rolled out as masks go back on. The Liberals and the Greens have their Chilliwack-Hope federal candidates in place. The outdoor Rotary book sale worked last year, so hey, let's do it again. And in sports, football was back, baby, at Townshend Park. Our special guests this week include Robyn with the Rotary book sale, Mayor Ken Popove with Councillor's Corner, Chilliwack City, and another edition of the Welcome Mat with Matt Paisley. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. And our top story. The province has put out the COVID program that they once stated they wouldn't do, a COVID proof of vaccination card online, although a hard copy will be available. This all goes into effect September 13th with website links to come very soon. The howl from anti-vaxxers and conspiracy theorists were instant, denouncing the program as an infringement of rights. The BC Libertarian Party, who have yet to file valid candidates for the upcoming federal election, have already stated they are against this program. After that announcement came word that masks for all indoor activities will be put back in place. This measure by the province as COVID rates are rising again, primarily due to the Delta variant and those who have not yet been vaccinated. Still with the federal election, Kelly Valonis, the executive director of the Chilliwack and District Seniors Resource Society, and who ran for school board in 2018 and ran in the 2019 federal campaign, was acclaimed as the federal Liberal candidate for the September 20th vote. And Arthur Green, who is no stranger to provincial or federal politics, will be the Green candidate for Chilliwack-Hope. chillTV hopes to have both Mr. Green and Ms. Valonis with interviews next week right here on chillTV's News of the Week. Abbotsford, though, will have two elections in 1 week. The federal count is September the 20th, where you and I will go and vote. Also, September 25th is the by-election for the vacant council seat in Abbotsford. This to replace Bruce Banman, who left to become MLA for Abbotsford South in the 2020 provincial election. Banman originally planned to hold both positions, but the public outcry was enough for him to step away from council. The full slate of candidates can be viewed on the City of Abbotsford website as well as Elections BC. He was dubbed the Abbotsford Killer, and now Terry Driver has died in prison. Driver died from cancer at Mountain Institution in Kent. Driver's initial 25 years of incarceration prompted the automatic parole review. Driver was serving a life sentence after being convicted in 1997 of the brutal killing of 16-year-old Tanya Smith and the attempted murder of her friend, 15-year-old Misty Cockrell. That was in October of 1995. Both were bludgeoned with a baseball bat. There were other assaults that were discovered after the fact. In May of this year, after the first 25 years of his sentence was served, he did apply for parole, and he wasn't denied that. Smith's family, as well as Ms. Cockrell, have issued statements saying they are relieved that this chapter is over. Driver also taunted police with phone calls stating that they would never catch him. And in a cruel twist, in 1996, Driver left Smith's headstone on the hood of a news cruiser of the then radio station called Radio Max. It's now Country 107. Driver was 56. A reminder from the Village of Harrison that the survey for where a new off-leash dog park will be located, that will close August 31st. There are 6 different proposals, and this survey is open to anyone of any age. Details of the survey can be found at any of the social media sites for the Village of Harrison. Todd Richard will headline Bands on the Beach in Harrison. This will be a live event. The 10th annual concert set for September the 4th and the 5th. Social distancing will be in place. And there are still spots available for artists to play at the band shell. Tourism Harrison has all the details. It worked last year for the Chilliwack Rotary, so they will do it again this year. An outdoor book sale at the Rotary building at Townshend Park, actually on Wolf Road. The second ever one-day outdoor book sale is this Saturday from 10 to 6. Robyn with the Rotary book sale will join us for an interview in just a moment. And another edition of Councillor's Corner, Chilliwack City, this time with Chilliwack Mayor Ken Popove. chillTV's News of the Week continues with Councillor's Corner, Chilliwack City, with Mayor Ken Popove, and a lot of things to go over. Last weekend was the Pride Fest, a huge success. Something like 4,500 to 5,000 people showing up for this. Obviously, the requests for another crosswalk, a rainbow crosswalk at Mill and Wellington, have come up. But something that you had mentioned with the Chilliwack Progress was that the city has done a lot, and we're heavily involved with the Pride Festival last week. You want to explain and talk more about that?
Absolutely, Don, and thanks for having me again.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was a great event. I was proud to be a part of the opening ceremonies with Eddie Gardner. He always does such a great job, that guy. He just, speaks from the heart, and Kelly Patton was also there, and Willow Reshout from the school district. But yeah, the city was certainly involved with staffing. We monetarily we helped the event, and I want to thank the organizers. They did a great job. Yeah, it was kind of a wet start, but then Mother Nature came around, and the crowds came, and yeah, it was an awesome event, and I truly hope that they will do it again and build on their success, and I'll be happy to support as well moving forward.
One of the biggest complaints you probably get is traffic, and more traffic. And first off, Ross Road, connecting the Teskey Roundabout, Jinkerson, that whole area, it's come together, and it really looks great. You've got to be very happy. And is this wide open now, or we still have to do a little bit of mascara here and there?
Well, the roadway is open, and I'm happy to say that myself and my communications manager were the first two to drive down the road. So it was kind of cool. Actually, it was really cool. Kudos to Emil Anderson. They did a bang-up job. They really attention to detail is something that they really strive for. There's some landscaping that's still going to go in. There's a roundabout at the bottom, obviously, that's going to have some sort of artwork in there. So we'll wait and see what that's going to look like. But a nice chunk of road. It'll certainly alleviate some of the congestion up top. But yeah, she's good to go. And again, I want to thank Emil Anderson for their job well done.
And the bone of contention for the summer is Prest Road, and there is light at the end of this tunnel?
A very bright light, Don, I may add. Yep, September 3rd, be next Friday, is the target date to open up that bridge, or that road, sorry, with the new bridge. It may be 5 o'clock on a Friday, but that's what they're striving for. Things are coming together great, on schedule, on budget, and I appreciate everybody's patience in the detour route. I know it's caused some angst on both sides of the highway, basically, but it'll be a mere figment of your imagination. When it's all done, you'll forget about all the angst, and you'll be happy when it's all fresh pavement and good to go.
We have a citywide garage sale coming up in September as well. Are we back at the Chilliwack Coliseum for this?
I believe we are, but that's up to the PHO and the rulings that have now been set down again. But yeah, there is a website available for that. I hope you have that, Don, because I forgot to bring it. But it enables the whole city to give us your address. We will put it on some social media platforms, and obviously in the paper as well. And hopefully this will be pulled off. So just stay tuned for further information coming from our staff.
Yeah, and just go to the city website /garage sale. We have to start talking about back to school and reminding drivers to slow down. And this has always been a thorn for many of us when we have to constantly remind people. And I guess it's just part of what we have to do now in this time of the year.
Well, it's common sense, and I've been in contact with our RCMP, and they'll be setting up in certain locations to, check the speeds, and, those big yellow buses with those flashing lights, that actually means something. So, do the right thing. When they're pulled over and all the lights are flashing, please stop. It's for the safety of all our children. And yeah, it's fast approaching. Summer's just about over, and it's been quite the summer, and let's get into fall and hopefully be healthy.
And an outdoor adult fitness equipment set up now, a new green gym at Webster Park. This really looks great.
And another kudos to staff for coming up with the strategy, how they strategically actually built that on the park site. It's very close to the swing sets that are there. So if you want to bring your kids down to do a little swinging, and if you want to do a little exercise and you're right there, you can keep an eye on the little ones. And yeah, again, kudos to staff for thinking outside the box and really utilizing that area to its full extent. So again, good job, guys.
Mayor Ken Popove, again, thank you for coming in and doing this with us on a fairly regular basis.
Thanks for having me. Be safe, guys.
Chilliwack Mayor Ken Popove, Councillor's Corner, Chilliwack City, and you're watching Chill TV's News of the Week.
Hello, and thanks for watching the Welcome Mat, your Chilliwack real estate update. My name is Matt Paisley, and I'm here to provide you some direct insight on the local real estate market. What's happening, what's hot, where it's hot, and what's not. As your home is likely to be the biggest asset you'll ever buy or sell, I'd like to also be able to provide you some information on important things to consider. If you ever want to ask me any questions, I'm here for you. Give me a call or email. Okay, first of all, let's update you on the local market. It is still smoking hot. Lots of buyers, not a lot of inventory, all resulting in a lot of multiple offer situations. We'll discuss more on the implications for the fall market on a future episode. So this past week, I was with a client looking for an investment property. As we drove from listing to listing, I was disappointed with the amount of out-of-town realtor signs on people's lawns. I am a huge supporter of shop local, so this bothered me, and it got me thinking, why should sellers choose a local option? First, a local realtor will know what is on the market around you. You will sell for more because they are intimately familiar with your local market. 2, they are available to you and closer to you to be able to meet for important appointments and showings. 3, they have a network of local contractors, mortgage brokers, lawyers, etc. to help make your transaction easy and stress-free. 4, they work in your community and have invested in it. They are there to make it a better place. And 5, they are connected to local buyers. Your home will likely sell quicker. So now you know the why. How do you find the perfect realtor for you? Start by asking family, friends, or coworkers if there is anyone they would recommend. Not only will you get wonderful feedback on some great experiences, but you'll also find out pretty quickly which ones to avoid. Well, Matt, this is all great info if you were a seller, but what if you're a buyer and relocating to a new area? You most likely don't have the same support network to reference that you do in your current situation. So what is the solution? How do you identify the right local realtor when you're from out of town yourself? Social media is a great place to start to find those local realtors that will fit your personality. Research their platforms, see what their community involvement is. You'd be surprised how many share common interests and personality traits that may make them compatible for you to work with. Do you want to avoid the high crime areas? Traffic congestion a concern? Is the neighborhood you're considering part of the local transit network? A good local realtor will be able to help you answer all of those questions in order to help you transition to your new neighborhood much easier than one not familiar with the community. In either situation, once you have narrowed down your search, don't be afraid to interview multiple realtors. The good ones are always happy to chat with you and answer any questions or concerns you might have. Ask them about the schools, the transit, recreation, and healthcare facilities. If they don't have the answers you're looking for, then ask another. There will be a great match out there. You just need to look for it. Having the right realtor by your side can make or break a deal when buying or selling a home. No one knows the local market better than someone who owns and lives in it themselves. They will serve you as your guide, saving you an enormous amount of stress and time while working through the selling process. Well, that is all we have for today. I look forward to reading and hearing your feedback on today's topic. And don't forget, if there is a topic you want me to address that deals with real estate in Chilliwack, send me an email, give me a call, or shoot me a text. I look forward to hearing from you. Next time, we'll do a wrap of the summer market, and I'll give you some early indications of what to expect in Chilliwack this fall. Thanks for watching Chilliwack, and bye for now.
Don Lehn, chillTV's News of the Week, in conversation with Robyn Curtis of the Rotary book sale. Robyn, this time last year, we were holding our breath, an outdoor book sale, and a little bit dusty, and it worked like a charm. So this year, we're doing it again. We're still dealing with COVID. How many books are we going to have rolled out for this sale?
Well, we have over 100,000 books in our warehouse right now. We think everybody spent their pandemic emptying their bookshelves, so we have lots of like-new books ready to be purchased on Saturday.
And this is everything from history to kids' books?
You name it. Music, history, rare books. We have tons of novels, hardcover, softcover, pretty much anything you can think of, we can get you.
And everything you can get us. I'm the big guy who goes to the CDs first, and I'm not the only one that checks out the music. So plenty of CDs and vinyl this year?
We have CDs, movies, vinyl, audiobooks, any audio treat you need.
And of course, this is to help out Chilliwack Rotary. Now, this isn't going to be the only sale this year. Are we still going to do one indoors? Is that kind of the plan with the masking, or do we even know yet?
We're hoping. So I think as with everything this year, we're hoping to have the fall sale. One of the reasons we did this summer sale was just in case we can't have the fall sale indoors. Masks are optional, obviously, on Saturday because we have a huge space and it's outdoors. In the fall, let's hope that we can be unmasked and we'll all be vaccinated, but if not, we will mask up and keep each other safe.
The upside, too, is that the forecast for this weekend is sunshine around 24, 25 degrees. So how do we find you? Is this the same place where we were last year?
We are the same place for our summer sales, so it's Wolf Road at 44870 Wolf Road, the Rotary Service Building, out in the large gravel area. But in the fall, it'll be at the Heritage Park, so the big red barn as you're driving on the highway.
And on Saturday, this is what, 10 to 4 or 10 to 6?
10 to 6.
10 to 6.
Yes.
Robyn Curtis, Rotary Book Sale. We will see you there. And yes, this time I will bring my own bags.
Sounds good. Thanks
again, Robyn. And you're watching chillTV's News of the Week. chillTV Sports, the ice is going back in at the Chilliwack Coliseum in preparation for the upcoming Chilliwack Chiefs season. As COVID protocols are literally being rewritten as the situation dictates, the BC Hockey League has yet to comment on the upcoming vaccination passports. However, Canucks Sports and Management, which manages the Abbotsford Centre and owns both the Abbotsford and Vancouver Canucks, have stated they will fully comply with all provincial regulations. The next race at Agassiz Speedway is coming up Saturday with the John O'Reilly Street Stock Invitational, featuring the Street Stocks, the late models, the Hornets, and the Midgets. The pit gates open for drivers and crew at 2 o'clock. Spectator gates will open at 4:30. Over 25 teams from under-8 flag to the junior bantam and from all over the lower mainland were involved in the 12th annual Chili Bowl at Townshend Park last weekend. And the Valley Huskers even hosted a kids zone. And the stands were packed with family and fans, and yeah, football is back. chillTV weather, loads of sunshine for the Rotary book sale this weekend. Sunshine and the high of 25. Speaking of the Rotary book sale, just a minor change, or minor correction on my part. It is at the Rotary Service Building, which is kind of in behind Townshend Park, but it's just off Wolf Road, and there's plenty of parking. Also, we did have both Kelly Valonis and Art Green scheduled for interviews this week as we continue our federal election coverage. We will hope to have both of them next week rather. If you'd like to participate in reporting news in Chilliwack and you have a story you think we should know about, feel free to send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. We'd love to hear from you. That's the news this week. I'm Don Lehn.